Thank you for joining us, Cassie and Libby, on a show about Colorado. We're glad that you're listening and hearing my one chord that I know how to play on the guitar.
What chord is it?
I think it's G.
Hello, everyone.
Jumbo. Well, this is 2.5 weeks of us living in Colorado, and we thought it was about time to create our video blog because we know it's been greatly anticipated. As
By many.
yeah, it's like a summer phenomenon that hasn't come out yet. It's a bigger hit than Madagascar 3 for sure.
Yeah, and here we finally are, and you're lucky we're not making you pay to watch this or anything like that.
Yeah, no charge necessary.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So,
But we thought we would enlighten you on the things that we've been learning since we hit ground here in Colorado Springs.
yes.
Cassie, please take it away.
Okay. Well, the first thing that we learned day one of being here. Oh, yes. Sorry, gotta get the material. So day one of being here, it's called a 14er. Tom introduced us, and we had no idea of what it was, and I'm sure many of you don't. Other side. Oops. But a 14er is climbing a mountain. Da 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 da. This is Tom's shirt, and he has all of these check marks by the 14ers that they have done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
They've done 10 14ers, so that means that they reached 14,000 feet in altitude changeness up in the air. And yeah, so we've heard a lot about them, and I plan on doing one before I leave.
And I don't.
Yes.
And speaking of 14,000 feet, Cassie has a little tale to tell you about 2,000 feet that she ascended last week. This is my other chord that I know. It's D, I'm pretty sure.
Good. Oh, wow. That was the best one yet.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Once upon I decided to do the incline. So I got up with Tom in 7 in the morning and just went up a bunch of stairs. I never looked to the top because it was so daunting. Once I hit the middle with the steepest incline, I stopped about every 5 steps to take a break and a breath. But then I made it to the top, saw the beautiful view, and ran another 2 miles down the mountain. Yes, it was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Let's be real.
Cassie, tell them about what you did after. It was really exciting.
Well, at first I was okay, and then I laid in bed for 5 hours because I didn't feel good. The altitude change was just too quick because I did it within my first week and a half of being here, and I had a huge migraine and felt like I was gonna get sick. So I was in bed from about like 12 till 5, and I couldn't even eat dinner.
She thought she was gonna yak hardcore. Yak. But she did it. Speaking of the altitude, we have a little saying that we like to use around here,
Yes.
and it goes a little something like this. Blame it on the altitude, blame it on the altitude. So basically, we're about a mile higher here than we were in Wisconsin.
Yes.
And so the altitude has affected us immensely. Our room is dirtier.
Yeah, so we're off the altitude.
Our room is way dirtier than it was in Wisconsin. Cassie keeps spilling on herself.
The altitude.
It's the altitude's fault. I've had a sick hangnail on my thumb,
The altitude.
and that's the altitude. I don't even know.
Yeah.
We just things are crazy up in here.
Whenever anything's just wrong, it's the altitude,
Yeah,
basically.
we blame it on the altitude.
It's pretty
a
rough.
legitimate excuse. What I like to say is that Adam had Eve, and we have the altitude. So,
Yep.
blame's gotta go somewhere.
Somewhere.
Something else that we've discovered is that we have intense accents. Wisconsin accents.
Our A's and our O's, like boat,
Show.
you know, all the bag. That's a goodie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of consistently point these out for Cassie so that she can grow and thrive in her learningness as a Coloradan.
It's been really encouraging, let me tell you. Definitely motivates me.
Yeah. So she'll say something like, take away. And they'll go, oh, Cassie, you want me to take away your plate?
Whatever.
And it's helpful.
Yeah.
It blesses her daily.
Yeah, it does. Actually, today I was sitting in my meeting and I thought of you because the lady said a word with an A in it, but she said it like a U. It like would end in an AM, and she said like instead of any A, like age.
That's
so
weird.
it was weird.
It's weird. We think these people have a problem, not us.
Yeah. So I mean, we're kind of trying to work it into our daily life, but it's a little hard right now.
We're trying to acclimate, but the altitude's really hindering us.
Yeah.
So. Oh, something else. And you may have seen her. Sandy. Come here, Sandy. Sandy's sleeping.
Hey.
Sandy is
Here,
the
hold on.
household
We'll
pet.
get the camera shot. She's right there.
She's just really lively today. But usually she's a little bit more lively.
Yeah.
And Sandy is a rare canine species because I actually enjoy her, whereas most pets I don't enjoy too much. But okay, so Sandy, few stories. She really
She
stinks
smells right now.
She really stinks. She farts a lot.
Yeah.
And usually when her butt is by my face.
It's true.
And she said on my phone the other day with her butt on my phone. I think she just really has it against me because also we came home 2 days ago and Cassie walked in the door and she goes, "What is this?" And I looked at it and it was vomit, but in the middle of this vomit pile was a pair of my underpants that Sandy had ingested and proceeded to throw up all over the floor. So needless to say, Sandy has like a vendetta against me, which I don't understand because I really enjoy her for the most part.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Something you also might care to know is that one day we were watching a movie and we were with the family and I was sitting by Cassie and the whole time I was just thinking Sandy was farting because it just stunk continuously. Stink upon stink. And I kept it to myself because I keep complaining about how stinky she is.
It's true.
But finally at the end of the movie she really let a big one rip and so I was like, holy man, Sandy stinks. I cannot handle the smell. And everybody looked at me like I was crazy and they're like, Sandy's in the kitchen and guess who's farting up a storm in my face? This guy.
What?
You!
You said this guy.
I know, it's just something to say. You're not a guy.
But like I keep telling her, she could have said it sooner and I would have stopped. I just thought she wasn't smelling them.
Because Cassie thinks her stink doesn't stink. She cannot smell her own stink for the life of her. But
Oops.
we're learning things.
Yeah.
We're learning things here. Anything else you'd like to add, Cassie?
I mean, there's just minor things, like they still have dirt roads here, which you don't see too often in Wisconsin, like you do, but they're more common here because people do hiking and stuff like that. As well as they do have doggy parks here, which we just don't see too often, where people just go and let their dogs run free and walk with them. It was really sweet, actually. I saw this lady there, and she was at the bubbler getting a drink, right, pressing down the button, and then down at the bottom, where there's also like a doggy bowl, so when she was pressing the button, water was coming out of there for her dog to drink, so that was pretty sweet.
So I'm thinking about taking Cassie there someday and letting her just run around with the pets.
Yeah, Libby's definitely like caring for me here, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we got so far.
Yes. Hope you guys are enjoying Wisconsin. I'm sure you'll just be waiting to hear back from us soon.
Yeah.
About
we'll have a lot more to share.
Yes, about how to be real Coloradians.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We love and miss you guys. Goodbye.